My name is Drew. I'm 22 years old and I own an Instagram theme page empire, which is essentially a bunch of Instagram theme pages, which we'll get into, that produce me money, generate me revenue every single month. And in this specific video, if you are watching this, if you clicked on this video and you are not sure how to monetize a theme page, maybe you're looking to start a theme page, it doesn't matter. I'm going to walk you through step by step how I generate over $8,000 a month from one of my many Instagram theme pages. And I'll go step by step through the entire thing so you guys can really get to know and get to see what goes on behind the scenes and things of that nature. If you are someone that can't focus or needs to watch a Mr. Beast video where the cuts are crazy, where there's a bunch of high, fast paced editing, things like that, just understand that's not how this video is going to be. This is going to be straight information. You need to sit down, you need to lock in, and you need to take notes on this video if you want to monetize your theme page the same way, or if you're looking to start one. And if you're unable to do that, this video is just not going to be for you. So I'm going to walk through step by step. There's not going to be any fast-paced editing, it's just going to be straight knowledge. So lock in, put your headphones on, put your hoodie up, and let's get into the video. So to start things off, I would like to kind of walk through exactly what we're going to be talking about in this video and all the things that I use to basically, make sure that content continues to be pumped out, how I go about that, and then how I monetize, and then how I replicate things. So, how I make $8,000 a month from one of my Instagram theme pages. So, like I said, I have many Instagram theme pages in different niches, and it really just depends on, building one up, understanding the process, and then once you get that down, you're able to replicate it across whatever niches you're interested in, whatever niches you want to. So, we're going to start with an introduction, go into content strategy, go into how I grow the pages, what I mean by multiple platforms, the actual process I use to monetize each one of the pages, and this one specifically, and then how you can go about replicating this across multiple different niches, multiple different pages. So let's get into a little introduction. You might be wondering, why should I listen to this guy? I don't know who this is. You know, well, my name is Drew. I run Instagram theme pages. This page right here, Daily Athlete, is one of my biggest pages with 260,000 followers. One of my more profitable pages. As you can see here, we reach about 36 million people every 30 every 30 days. Here's some screenshots here. This is $1,000 from one of my income sources. This is $1,500 in 15 days from just views. Here's where I'm getting paid from TikTok as well, 700 bucks. This is another screenshot of another $1,500 in 30 days. And then this was actually this month, $1,800 this was 15 days, $1,800 in 15 days as well. So, these are just things that are easy to screenshot, like bonuses and things like that. Views are obviously easy because it just gives you a screenshot. I do brand deals and things like that as well that go on behind the scenes that actually generate me more money than, views and things like that. So we'll get into all that though. And to start things off, I've helped hundreds of students do exactly what I'm doing. Either start a page, build a page up from 500 followers, whatever, or even I've worked with people with 100,000 followers, take them to 400,000. Worked with people with 2,000 followers, take them to 100,000, and then I've worked with people with 100,000 followers, 50,000 followers that they know how to grow the page, they just have no idea how to actually monetize it. Theme pages really started to take off for me when I was in college. I made my first $10,000 online while still in college with theme pages, had 2 internships, was obviously going through coursework, things like that, and was still able to monetize and grow my theme pages because, we'll get into it, but you don't have to spend a bunch of time on these pages if you don't want to. You're able to actually make money with, an hour a day. I've helped scale multiple theme pages to 100,000 plus followers. And like I said, I've helped a bunch of people monetize their pages as well. And theme pages are a growing business. We see more and more theme pages pop up every day. You guys probably, if you don't know what theme pages are, you guys probably engage with theme pages every single day. But as you can see, a theme page is basically just a account that posts about a certain topic, and there's usually no face involved. So it's a faceless page. They post graphics and things like that. We'll get into some of my posts that I do. But this one's about sports, basketball, and football, and we basically just post viral content around basketball and football, and then brands want to reach that audience, so they pay us. So to start off with content strategy, you want to have easily repeatable templates. So you want to have, however many templates you want to have, whether it's for reels, carousels, regular posts, you need to have your templates in place so you can just plug and play. So it's going to take you a little bit at the start to build these templates out. Maybe you already have a couple, maybe you have some you used in the past that you thought weren't working. We need to have templates that work, that you can just plug and play. Switch out the photos, switch out the headline, things like that, and then they need to be branded as well. So you need to have some that can be quickly made, and some that take a long time to make. So doesn't necessarily you don't necessarily need ones that take a long time, but I just mean posts like this, they take a little bit more effort. So they're more professional, and there's more positives to them. So they have a higher ceiling, meaning they can go viral to a larger audience than some of these other ones can, some of the other templates I use. But I have to sit down at my computer and actually make these, or have someone that works for me make these, intern, whatever. Whereas quick content can be like tweet. You see like people post content with tweets in them, and it's just like a tweet with a photo. Like you can make that on your phone in 5-10 minutes and have it posted, and that's something that you can do on the go quickly. So if it's breaking news, whatever, you can get that out quickly. You want to then replicate those within you want to take a look at other competitors in your niche and replicate whatever templates they use that work. So if you have, whatever your niche is, there's going to be other accounts in your niche most likely. You want to go take a look at them, see kind of what templates they use, how they go about content, and if they get really good results and that you see that they're growing over time, that's going to be someone that you're going to want to take some of their high performing posts and actually replicate them yourself. As far as the templates go, you don't need to, copy all their content. We want to be making our own content, but as far as whatever templates they're using, you want to go with that. So like in the sports niche, you'll see tons of posts like this with a, headline graphic with a thumbnail and then another photo behind them. This is what I saw was working in the sports niche, so I replicated it. You want to have a consistent posting schedule, so you don't want to just post whenever you feel like it. You want to make sure you have a consistent schedule every day for the Instagram algorithm, and then also just because you want to be locked in with your followers. You want to have super fans, things like that, people that really enjoy your account. And people tend to log on to Instagram at the same times every single day. Like if they're at work and it's a lunch break, if they get off work at 3 o'clock for some reason, maybe they get on at 3:30 when they get home. It's the same, similar people. People have routines, so people get on at around the same time. So that's why a consistent posting schedule is good as well. And then also having, letting Instagram know that you're consistent with it, that you're posting consistently. And you don't want to just post to post. So if you're like, oh, I haven't posted today, let me just throw something bad up, it's going to hurt you more than it's going to help you. You need to be posting every single day, obviously, but you need to plan ahead. So you need to have your posts up, a day in advance, so that way you don't get into that situation. But you also want to make sure that whatever you're putting up is high quality and actually is going to excel your account. It's not just going to lose you a bunch of followers. So if you post content and it doesn't hit the explore page, it doesn't get shared on people's stories, the only thing that's going to happen from that is going to get pushed to your followers. And if they don't think it's a high quality post, chances are some people are going to unfollow you. And then that post is just a net negative. Like there's nothing good came from that post besides people unfollowing you. The only thing that maybe good came from that post is that you stayed in people's feeds. But at the end of the day, you don't want to just post low quality content just to post because someone online told you to post 10 times a day. No, you want to post high quality content. So you need to find out, okay, based on my schedule, I can post 2 high quality posts every single day. You want to stick to that. You want to have high quality content going up. And then you want to make sure you're posting around the same time, and you want to stick to that 2 posts per day. And if you're doing that, you're going to excel, you're going to grow. High quality professional content. Obviously, these look professional. Everything's branded, everything has branding behind it. People know it's my account. You want it to be high quality professional. And then you want to make sure it strikes someone's emotions, whether they're shocked, upset, whatever it is. You want to drive emotions with every single post. That's the best way you're going to get shares. That's the best way you're going to get actual real engagement. It psychologically stops people from scrolling when you hit one of their emotions. As far as growth goes, you need to be unique. You need to have a reason that people follow you. If you're just another meme page with no branding, nothing at all, and you're just posting random memes, sure, you might have some posts that go viral, but you're never going to gain followers at the rate you should be. You need to have a reason that people are following you, whether, your account's unique in some way. For example, my account is not just football, it's not just basketball, which helps and hurts. It's unique in a way that it's only basketball and football. So there's some people that only like basketball and football, they're going to follow. I don't just post breaking news or highlights. I post things that are, kind of culture related. So, for example, what Patrick Mahomes owns, Tyreek Hill's legal issues, things like that. These are headlines, these are stories, but they're also, kind of culture based. They're not just like, you know, random, random highlights and breaking news, the things that, would commoditize myself. So you see Sports Center, House of Highlights, they post all the breaking news. If I were to just post breaking news, my account would just get swamped. People would never see my post because they just get covered up. So give people a reason to follow you, have branding, be professional with your posts, momentum in the beginning. If you're sitting at 200 followers right now and you're not gaining followers, you post every single day, you seem like you're doing everything right, you're not getting followers, you need to give yourself a little boost. Whether it's following other people, whether it's going to other your competitors' accounts and commenting on their posts so people see you, whether it's going to your competition, going to the people that engage and like their posts and actually, going through those accounts and following those people or just engaging with their pages, go to hashtags, things like that. You need to give yourself some boost in the beginning. If you're just sitting there with 100 followers, 200 followers, sure, if you start to be more professional, if you start to post higher quality content, yes, you're going to grow, but it's going to be way slower than it should be. Give yourself a little boost in the beginning, get going, give yourself some momentum. So that way, at least you feel like you're not just doing nothing. You feel like you're giving yourself a chance, and it gives you some confidence. It gives you some motivation when you actually see the follower count going up. I know how it feels to be sitting there posting with 500 followers for 3 months straight. I did the same thing in the beginning, and it's like, it sucks. You lose motivation. You're like, I'm never going to grow. This page isn't growing. I don't know what to do. And then you just give up. Instead, you need to, you know, one, if you're here watching this information, chances are you're looking to grow. That's a good step. And then number two, get the momentum going. You need to be consistent. If you post for a week and then you don't post for a week, you post for a week, you don't post for a week, you're never going to grow. Instagram's not going to want you to grow. And then call to actions. You need to tell people to follow you. You need to remind people to follow you, and you need to actually, drive them to do something. People see a million posts a day. People see a million accounts a day. Give them a reason to follow you. Tell them why they should follow you. The next thing is expanding across multiple platforms. So once you grow a little bit, once you're, getting going, or even if you're just starting and maybe you're one of those people with 500 followers that cannot grow, TikTok is one of those platforms where you're going to be able to grow, no matter how many followers you have, as long as you're putting up good content. So, maybe you could go ahead and start posting on TikTok. The thing is, there's different audiences everywhere. So Facebook is obviously a majority older audience, whereas Instagram's, younger, TikTok's younger as well. So wherever you're, posting at, you have a chance to hit different people. Your content might hit different people. Obviously, it's going to be the same, depending on your niche, it's probably going to be around the same age range, things like that, but you might hit different people. And brands like that, brands want, when they come to you for brand deals, they're going to want to look at what your total follower count is, what your total impressions are, not just what you're doing on Instagram. So also, you need to diversify your audience because, if you lose your Instagram account, if you, for whatever reason, get logged out, if it gets deleted, you're not going to have it anymore. And you need, if you have, 100,000 followers on TikTok too, at least you're not just in the dark. At least you're able to continue on and you still have something to latch onto. 10 million plus views just from reposting on TikTok. So in the last 30 days, we generated with Daily Athlete 10 million views just from reposting our stuff on TikTok. We didn't change anything. It didn't take us any more time because we use a posting scheduler. So we literally just click the TikTok button and we're good. We're using the same captions, everything. And as you can see here, like 3.9 million views, 3.5 million views, 1.5 million views, 2.8, 1.5. This is the exact same content we're putting up on Instagram, reaching millions and millions more people. This also gives you different opportunities to monetize. We are now getting a bunch of brand deals from TikTok, a bunch of people interested in using our audience or tapping into our audience that would have never seen us if we weren't on TikTok, if we weren't on Threads, if we weren't on Facebook. So it just increases your opportunities. Like I said, posting schedulers make it really easy. You don't need to go from app to app posting every single time or forget whatever. Get a posting scheduler. It's going to be like $30 a month, and I use Publer. $30 a month, and then you can post across all of your platforms easily with one tap. And you can also add in, interns and things like that to do it for you in there, and you can track analytics, everything like that. It's great. More opportunities for brands to find you. These are 10 million eyeballs, that we're getting in 30 days. Some of those people might be brand owners. Some of those people might know someone that wants to tap into the sports audience. Some of those people might just reach out and start a conversation. Doesn't matter what it is. At the end of the day, you have more opportunities for brands to find you. And then you get different analytics. When it comes to Instagram, you can't see where people with carousels, these are all swipe through carousels. So it's this post or this image, you swipe, and then it tells the story all the way through. When it comes to Instagram, it doesn't tell you where people swipe out. It doesn't tell you where people stop swiping. When it comes to TikTok, they tell you exactly where people stop swiping at. This is huge, and this is really good information that Instagram does not give you. Same with Facebook, there's different things. Same with Threads, there's different things. So they give you different analytics across all platforms, and especially if you're reposting the same content across all platforms. Most of the time, if someone stops swiping on TikTok at a certain point, they probably do the same thing on Instagram. So it gives you knowledge that your competitors are not going to have if you're going and posting across different platforms. So the monetization process is pretty simple. And once you get this down, this is where you'll start making money every single day from your pages. So first things first is growth. If you have 500 followers, you should not be focused on monetizing. You need to focus on growing your following up first. People are just going to unfollow you if you start throwing a product in their face when they have 500 followers. I see people with 0 followers pushing a product already. Who is going to follow your page if it just looks like an ad? Don't do this. Grow your page up first. Be patient. Learn how to grow. If you don't know how to grow a page, you're not going to understand how to monetize it either. Grow your page up first. Get some followers under your belt. Get some momentum going. And then you're ready to start monetizing. Affiliate marketing is number one. Once you grow your account up, you should be tapping into affiliate marketing in some way, shape, or form. If you're not sure what type of product might sell well on your page, if you're not sure what you should promote, use affiliate marketing. Brands will always give you an affiliate link. Brands will always give you an affiliate code. Reach out to them, get an affiliate link, test and test and test. When it comes to affiliate marketing, there's rarely ever a contract that's like you need to do it for 6 months. There might be non-compete clauses, but chances are they're going to give you an affiliate link. They're going to give you a chance to, there's no back end struggle for them when it comes to affiliate marketing. They're not giving you $500 and hoping they get a result. They simply are just giving you basically a sales commission. So run affiliate marketing, different products, different things like that, and you're going to see what works, what doesn't work. And then once you start to see what works, you'll be able to tap into brand deals. You'll be able to reach out to brands, and you'll be able to get brands really good results because you've seen it work through affiliate marketing. And you can run affiliate marketing while you're running brand deals. So once you start to get brands really good results through brand deals, then you're going to be able to retain your clients month after month after month. And this is where, you're able to consistently have brand deals coming in. We're doing about $4,000 or $5,000 a month just from brand deals on Daily Athlete alone. So that's where the majority of our money is coming from, because we deliver for our clients month after month, because we get them very good results from their target audience. They have no reason to leave. They want to keep getting those results. Digital products. There's people making $100,000 a month and more just from digital products from Instagram theme pages. If you have a very specific audience, if you know exactly who you're trying to tap into, if you know exactly who is liking your posts, you're going to be able to create a product, whether it's a PDF guide, whatever it is, an actual physical product, wallpapers, things of that nature, an app even. And that, you're probably not going to build your own app, but that would come with affiliate marketing. Whatever the digital product is, this is something that you're going to be able to promote to your audience, and this will pay you time and time again. So if you make a PDF document helping people through some type of issue, well, if you charge $27 for it, maybe it took you 5 hours to make $27 for it. You sell it 100 times, 500 times, 1,000 times, and it's something that's never going to run out. Like, digital products don't ever run out physically, but I mean run out as in like expire. Like if you have something like fantasy football guide for this year, chances are it's going to expire once the fantasy football season's over, because next year it's different players, different everything. But if it's a digital product that's like how to train well in the gym or whatever, this is something that's never going to expire. You can sell this infinitely forever. So as long as you keep putting out good content, you're going to keep getting sales, and that's how people make hundreds of thousands of dollars from them per month. And like I said, you put in 5 hours one time, and then it just comes along with your content when it comes to selling. Newsletters, super, super profitable, because every single time someone signs up, depending on what you're using, if you use like Beehive, every time someone signs up for your newsletter and then signs up for someone else's, like if you bring someone onto the platform, you get money per each person or per each newsletter that they join after yours. I think it's like $2.50, but this can stack up over time. And you get to collect, information about your audience, so that way you're able to actually monetize your audience maybe off the platform, or you're able to get SMS uh, text out to them, or you're able to email them about products, whatever your page is running, or even when you post something, you can reach out to them and tell them. Bonus programs, obviously, we make thousands of dollars a month from views on Instagram. So every single time I post something, I'm getting paid for it for 90 days based on how many views it gets. This is just passive income. It stacks. As long as you're good at content, you're going to make a lot of money from bonus program. But obviously, this isn't guaranteed. You have to be invited into the bonus program. Music promotions, if you're running a lot of videos, artists are going to want to tap into your videos. They're going to want to, get these views from your audience. They're going to want people to come and check out their song. So they'll pay you to use their song in a video. There's agencies out there that do this. You can actually reach out to individual artists, whatever it is. This is a good way to make money, especially if you're a smaller page. And then really there's infinite ways to make money from theme pages. You're building an audience, you're building an asset, which is this target audience. That's why I say, the more niche down your pages, the better, because it's a very specific audience. You just need to figure out how and who wants to actually tap in, and who would be, who would give you money to get in front of that audience. The answer is probably a lot of people. So there's infinite ways you can do it. And then replication. This is where it comes down to building an actual empire out. You can acquire new pages, you can build new pages yourself. But once you master this on one page, you can simply just replicate these systems. The content, you can start to reuse templates. Obviously, you got to switch them up, switch up the branding, things like that. But if it works on one niche, it's probably going to work on another. You can hire out people to actually run the pages for you. And then, once you've mastered this on one page, it's very simple to replicate it across other pages. You can do group brand deals. So let's say, you have a sports page, you have a betting page, you have a soccer page, a football, like individual soccer page, football page, basketball page, whatever. You can run brand deals. Some brands are going to want to tap into all of these brands at once. So you can do group brand deals and get more money. And then you're eventually going to build out your theme page empire to the point where you have a bunch of pages, you have people working for you, you have interns, you have account managers, you have people doing content for you, and you simply just handle, you just overlook everything, and you have monthly money coming in, and you're able to do this full time. And like I said, I make $8,000 a month from Daily Athlete. Sometimes more, sometimes less. It's, it depends. But at the end of the day, as long as you are able to, you can just build out one page and take it full time, is what I'm trying to say. It doesn't have to be, you don't need 50 pages to take this full time. But that's everything, guys. So if you are someone that is looking to start a page, you have a page that maybe is not monetizing the way you want, you have a page that maybe has stopped growing, maybe you've learned things in this video that you want to try out, but you're not sure how to implement it. Like I said, guys, I have helped out hundreds of students do the exact same thing that I do. And I work one-on-one with every single one of my clients, face-to-face meetings. We, make sure they get results. We make sure that they're growing their page. We make sure that they're monetizing their page. So if you are interested at all in working with me one-on-one, check the description below. I have a link to apply to book a call with me. If we look through your application and it looks like you're eligible, and we think we could actually grow your page, because we don't just help everyone. We help people that we know we can get results for. It's go ahead and apply. We'll take a look at the application. If we think you're the right fit, we'll hop on a call with you and we'll walk you through everything. It's completely free to get on a call with me. So go ahead and apply in the link below. If not, check us out on Instagram at Winning Corner. And, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching this all the way through. Appreciate you guys. Good luck with your pages, and take some of the stuff you wrote down, take some of these notes and actually apply them, and you will see results. Thank you guys.